inside of water. Inside of water. That's not what I want to build on. That's a little deep. What I mean by we are water, I mean we are literally made up of water currents. All of our electrical signals are passing through water. And what I mean by we are inside of water, this globe, this realm, this earth, so you call it, that we're in is surrounded by a firmament of water. Which is why when blessings come down, it typically rains. When something passes from the heavens or from the space or from the skies and comes into this physical earth, it's going to cause storms, aka the Great Flood. The Great Flood happened because there were beings or blessings, or some may call the Great Flood a chaos, a super transitional point of our lives, but it was actually a blessing. Anything that seems to be chaotic is actually a blessing in disguise. A lot of the times we don't recognize blessings because they're right under our nose. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can't see what's under my nose. I can't. So the only way for me to see what's right up under my nose is to take a step back and get a different angle at it. That's really all it's about. Blessings are all around you. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean that you aren't blessed. If you're in a chaotic situation, you're super blessed. There ain't no such thing as a chaotic situation. Chaos is blessings in disguise. I mean, think about it. If all the blessings came up to us clear and transparent, will we ever be grateful for anything that we received in life? Really, think about it, brother. Join me. Now's the time. Join me. Let's build. Master build. Again, I repeat, if blessings came into your life and all you did was recognize every single blessing that came into your life, would you ever really be grateful, really be thankful? I know I myself, I wouldn't. I'm glad that my life is a constant cycle of what seems to be chaos. Again, chaos is an illusion. If you even expand on that point, this reality, this experience that we live in is an illusion. And the reason why I say it's an illusion, I don't know how many people tuning in here have heard of the holographic universe. Simply put, the way that we perceive reality isn't the way reality is actually perceived. What I mean is that our eyes, the electrical signals in our brain, actually processes information seconds behind the way things are actually playing out. So the way we're experiencing time, we're actually experiencing time in the past, which is why the past, the present, and the future are simultaneously happening. Because we move throughout this experience, because we move throughout life, and we're literally downloading all pieces of information like this phone that I'm looking at. I'm processing it second by second, but I'm not actually processing it the same exact moment in which I am holding it is happening. There's a delay because my physical eyes isn't my real eye. Now, if I was to see it with my real eye, I know this is getting a little bit offhand. I know I said master build. This is all connected. I promise you, I'm gonna connect it all. But my point is the past, the present, and the future simultaneously occur. As I just said that sentence, it's in the past. As I'm speaking right now, I'm in the present. And as I'm thinking and continuing to talk, I'm moving towards the future. So simultaneously in each given moment, you are in the past, the present, and the future, which is why at different points and times in your life, you will see that the same situations or the same problems or the same people, the same energy will come back into your life. And that's simply because lessons, you got to think of the letter L, This whole life experience is predicated upon lessons. That's why you have to listen. You know, it's everything that begins with L. That's why the light, they said walk to the light. Literally, as you listen and you walk towards the light, or you walk in your light, don't walk towards the light, because again, if we're in the realm of illusions, the light may actually be the dark, but it may seem like, oh, this place over here is lit, aka lit, a club or a party, but once you get there, it's actually really detrimental for your vibration, for your frequency. So you got to be aware of what's your light. Don't just walk to somebody else's light, walk towards your light. Oh, you want to join? Okay, hold on, let's join. Blessings. I'm bringing in the brother, the master builder. Great I Am. If you guys aren't following him already, please follow the brother that's coming into this live. We're about to really split up this conversation. I'm going to continue speaking at it from the subjective point of view, which is the point of view in which actually I don't know. I'm not even going to dictate the flow of the conversation. That's another thing that we as people, we like to do a lot. We like to dictate, really just control everything in our lives. I mean, think about it. Let me draw this example. When you're in the car, when you're on the highway, can you control every single element and factor that's in and around you? No. 100% of the time, the only thing that you are in control with it, the only thing that you are in control with is your vehicle. So, if your body is your vehicle, you know that the only thing that you can absolutely control is your vehicle. Everything else outside of your vehicle, you can simply influence. The more you influence something, the more of a direction you can move towards. Again, it's not letting him join. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't want the build to happen. Quite possibly, give me like 5 minutes. You go live, and I'll try to join your live. And let's do it that way. All right, let's try to do it that way. Okay, but continuing on this life, this experience, let me give y'all water so you can tune into the water, to the waves. It seems as if we're in a huge battle. It doesn't seem we are in a huge battle. Let me stop sugarcoating it. We are in a huge battle. It's a wave battle. It's a frequency battle. So everybody wants to hop on the next wave or be on the wave. They don't want to feel left out. They want to be current. They want to be relevant. But in a life where everything is relevant, why not be your own wave? You see, there's all these. I don't know if you can see out there. There's all these different waves. You can be any one of these waves, and look how far these waves extend. Why not be your own wave? Even if you start as a wave that's just right there, eventually, well, look what's gonna happen. That's something we all need to learn. It's how to be our own wave. Eventually, you're gonna align yourself with the people that are on that same wave. That's all this experience is about. Being on your own wave, being the best version of yourself, never settling for less. The more you settle for less, the more you'll disappoint yourself. And if you continue to disappoint yourself, how can you even imagine appointing yourself? And when I say appointing, I mean put yourself in the position to be extremely successful, whatever you deem as success. Stop looking out and look within. Looking on the outside of success, again, going back to everything is illusions. If you look on the outside of success, what are you going to see? What are you going to recognize? You're going to recognize that success, what somebody's success looks like, is not going to be the same as what you feel success to be. Success is where the heart is. If your heart isn't into it, and you finally get there, you're going to feel empty. This whole life experience is predicated on fulfillment. Fulfillment of what? Fulfillment of peace, love, joy. But you have to understand that the only way that you connect and fulfill this void within you, which is the heart space, which is the soul space, is to recognize what's in alignment with your specific vibration. What's your wave? Stay on your wave. Create your own frequency. You already are omitting a frequency. If you aren't aware that you're omitting a frequency, then chances are you probably aren't omitting your own frequency. Chances are you are probably being programmed to omit a frequency that isn't in alignment with your natural state of mind and body, which is why you keep falling into dis-ease or depression. You keep falling into dis-ease or depression because you aren't in alignment with your true state of mind, your body, and your soul, which is your calling. So if you aren't in alignment with your calling, what is your spirit going to do? It's going to fall into deep rest. It's time to wake up. Wake up. Leave the people alone. There's somebody behind me. Leave the people alone. Oh, y'all got to see this, man. Blue jay flying along the water. It's beautiful out here, man. Catch your own wave. Lastly, on the master build, continue building. If you haven't started yet, just start. Just start. It doesn't matter where you start, what you have. Trust me, just start. You're way further than you think you are, but if you don't start, you can never get there. Keep in mind that whatever you focus on grows. So if you feel lack, if you feel like you don't have enough to start, if you feel like you aren't in the position, then that's what is going to grow inside of you and outside of you. Again, it starts within as within, so without the law of correspondence. This is from the Hermetic principle that our whole experience, our whole life experience is predicated upon what we are perceiving, so what we receive and what we think. So if you think that you're having a good day, then hey, literally, you're gonna have a good day. If you think that, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing in the world, why does everything going happening against me? Then that's exactly what's going to happen. Literally, two people can have the same exact day, go through the same experience, then have two totally different perspectives on that day. Why? Because of the thoughts. Your thoughts are actually the state of mind, and I know I've said this before. I'm just going to reiterate it. Your thoughts are the state of mind that your body is in, and when your body is in a state of mind, it's going to be in a state. Again, let me break this down. When your mind is in a state, your body is also in a state. It goes thought, sound, then action. So your thoughts, which are generated from everything that's around you and everything that you've put in you, aka the food, the music, the vibrations, the sights, the things you have seen, you're looking at, even the things you're smelling, all of those things are creating, recreating, affecting, impacting your thoughts. So the thoughts that you have in your mind are predicated upon how you're treating your five senses, which is your sight, your nose, your taste, your hearing, and your speaking. Did I miss sight, nose, speaking, ears, whatever, and your touch? You get what I'm saying? But knowing this, you have to program your thoughts in a way where you only are moving towards what it is you want to move towards. So if you want to be a real estate investor, you have to eat real estate. Literally, you have to touch real estate. You have to look at real estate. You have to listen to real estate. If you want to be the greatest speaker of all time, you gotta speak every time you speak like you are the greatest speaker of all time. You gotta look at the greatest speakers of all times. You gotta listen to the greatest speakers of all times. And you gotta touch the greatest speakers of all time, because this is going to transform your mind and body and put you in a state in which you align with that vibrational frequency. And because we are all unique beings, you are going to be able to transmit your own unique frequency, your own unique message. And you may be over here on this frequency wave, and this person may be over here on this frequency wave. You may not be able to be Michael Jordan, but you can be your own Michael Jordan. Nobody is going to be the next Kobe Bryant, but there will be the next you. So develop the best version of yourself and see who you can be. That's literally all it is. First comes thought, then sound, then action. The thoughts you generate put your body in a specific vibration. If I'm going around thinking all day, oh my God, I feel good. Oh my God, I feel good. Oh my God, I feel good. Inside, if I'm thinking that all day, what's going to happen? Externally, I'm going to look good. Literally. I mean, look at me right now. But seriously, I'm going to look good. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to be good. And if I continue doing this, if I continue feeling like this, then I can spread so much of myself. But you can't spread anything to anyone if you aren't in the position in which you are receiving yourself. It's a law. I can only give what I have. Farmers can only give out the crops that they have, and they can only give as much as they have coming back in. It's the same thing with whatever realm you're in. You can seriously only give out what you have. So position yourself where you can gain as much as possible. It's law. Look at this. Ducks listen to me. They say, "Oh, I like your message." I said, "I like your message." Move in alignment. Create your own wave. Become the wave. Nothing can honestly stop you. You know, our greatest enemies are our own minds. Again, everything that's happening around you that appears to be chaos is an illusion. Tune out of the chaos by tuning in to your higher self, which is really that voice inside of your head that tells you you can do it. Listen to that voice inside of your head that's telling you you can do it. Anything else is distracting you. The most successful people distinguish, they learn to distinguish that the voices inside of their head. You're not crazy. We all have voices inside of our heads. Since the day we were kids, we've always been talking to ourselves inside of our heads. But as we grew up, they never told us how to discern and which voice to listen to. We don't know which one is our voice and which one is their voice. When I say their, I mean the opposing energy or the opposition, the opposite team. The voice in your head that tells you, I can do it, that's you. That's your higher self. Motivating you, inspiring you, putting you in the position to move forward and succeed. The voices that are inside of your head that's telling you, no, I don't think you should do that. How do you not think that I should do this when, first of all, shoulda, coulda, woulda? Second of all, what do you mean think? When I know something is right, there's no thought that goes into it. When I know I gotta use the bathroom, I don't think, oh, do I gotta use the bathroom? No! The longer I think I gotta use the bathroom, when I know I gotta use the bathroom, the more I put myself in trouble and harming myself. So why am I spending all this time thinking when I know the best route to success, the best route to my financial freedom, the best route to my whatever is execution? The more that I think, the more roadblocks, the longer the road becomes. When you're in your car and you're driving, and you're going on a road trip and you have the directions in your GPS. Are you thinking about, should I turn here? Should I make this right? Should I stop? Or are you just following the GPS? Exactly. When we're on a road trip and we have the directions, the end goal, the destination put in our GPS, we aren't thinking about, should I stop here? Should I make this right? No, we simply follow the directions and we get to the end destination as quick as possible. Now, again, the only thing you can control when you're on your journey to success, when you're on your journey to the best version of yourself, the only thing you can control is your vehicle. When I'm on the highway, I can only control the car that I am in. Everything else outside of me, I can only influence. So if I get over in the lane, I'll influence whoever is in that lane to slow down. Other than that, the only thing that I have control over is my vehicle. So why am I worrying about this person merging over, or this person crashing into me? Of course, I'm aware of everything that's around me, but I must keep in mind that I cannot control it. No matter how much I think about this person in the next lane, I cannot control what this person is going to do. Now, I can influence by thinking, because whatever you focus on grows. So follow me. I can influence this person to slow down or to let me over or to let me merge over or to get them to move over, but I cannot control them. I cannot force that. I can only let it flow. So it's the same principle with any business. Whatever business that you're doing right now, you can't force anything. I mean, I love drawing this analogy. Imagine, imagine this. Imagine you have a huge glass table and you're moving it inside to your new house. And as you get to the door, you recognize, and everybody that's helping you recognizes that, oh my gosh, this glass is probably not going to fit through this door. Now think about this. What would happen if you forced this glass through the door, knowing that this glass is extremely fragile? What would happen if you applied force and tried to get it through the door? That's you thinking when you already know it doesn't fit because of the size. And we shouldn't try because it's fragile. What would happen if you apply force? The glass is going to shatter. So that's like anything in life. If you apply too much force, you're going to shatter that vision. You're going to shatter that person. You're going to shatter that dream. Just let it flow. I promise you, if it's not working out, then that means it must not be time or it's not meant for you. Life isn't happening to you. Life is happening for you. So everything that happens in life, remember that it's for a lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you earn the blessing. And until then, you're just gonna keep testing. Life is seriously a series of tests. This is one thing that school did teach us. You're going to go through different classes, which is different phases and points in your life. And in each class, you're going to have assignments, what's called challenges in life. That's why on an everyday basis or on an every week basis, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you're always going to have challenges. It's the part of life. The secret to life, which is what they teach in some of these books, such as Think, Grow Rich, The Law of Success, the secret to life is to stay happy and confident while you're going through all of these challenges. Once you learn how to stay happy and confident throughout life, every challenge that presents itself to you will be deemed and seen as fun. That's how you live a fun, fulfilling, joyful life. Is you take on these challenges and you allow for these challenges to actually you take on these challenges and you let these challenges put you in a better position. I mean, that's how I live my life. Any challenge that comes up, the more difficult it may appear to be, the more that I laugh at the challenge because I know that it is an illusion. I know where I'm going. I know my destination is Florida, so it doesn't matter how much traffic comes up. I know I'm going to get there. I know I'm going to get to Florida because I know that's my destination. So in life, any challenges that come up when I'm building this empire, I know that I'm going to build this empire because, again, any challenge that comes up is for me to make sure that what I'm building is in alignment with who I actually am and not who I'm not. That's all it is. Any challenge is to make sure that you are in alignment with your true purpose and to make sure that you are committed to your calling. Just because you're in alignment to your purpose doesn't mean you're going to receive all the blessings because if you aren't committed, why are you starting? If you aren't committed, why aren't you starting? Why are you starting? Excuse me. Oh man, that was a quick download. Um, Again, what you focus on grows. Focus only on the things you want to grow because the law, the universal law, which is really the only law I believe in, I abide by the laws that I am governed by within my state, but at the same time, I have rights because I am a person. The preamble of the Constitution states that we, the people, so if I claim myself as the people and not the citizen, that gives me the power to authorize these police officers. Unless someone has a contract with me, I don't have to do business with them. So if a police officer stops me and he doesn't have a contract with me, and I am not outside of the laws, he has no authority to give to me. He has no power over me. But again, we don't know this. This is all awareness, information, and knowledge. This is why they say knowledge is power. Literally, what you know will set you free. And the most beautiful thing about this is that we're in this day and age where this phone that you're looking at can actually plug you into the specific pieces of information that you need to succeed. So if you are a yoga instructor, if you are a teacher, if you are good at cooking, there are specific recipes, just tying that into the cooking, there's specific recipes which are really formulas online, on the internet, on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you the direct source that you can go to and find out how to be the best fucking version of yourself. So there's really no excuse. The answers are right there in front of you. I don't think I should have did that. He don't like me coming too close to him. It's okay, friend. It's okay, friend. I come in peace. I just want to come here and show y'all the beautiful view. It was a quick fall this year. As you can see, all the trees are. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Trinity. I noticed that you're always tuning in. I can tell that whatever path that you're currently on right now, you're going to be extremely successful. We haven't spoke personally much, but I know that you're always tuning into my specific vibration. And if you're always tuning into my specific vibration, and I recognize that I'm a billionaire, and you recognize that you're a billionaire, and I recognize that I'm achieving the best version of myself, then that means you're in alignment with the best version of yourself. Because again, we are only reflections and projections of one another. What you see in me is what you see in yourself. So if you're able to see all of this power, beauty, information, guidance within me, then that means these same abilities and skills and characteristics are bestowed inside of you. So really what that means is that, man, you are awesome. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Even the ducks say thank you. Look at them. Yeah, I got to prepare for an event tonight, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back at another time. I love the Ducks too. I'll be back at another time. Um, I haven't been posting much lately. I'm grinding. There's gonna be a lot of transformational moves for myself, moving into 2019, going into Christmas. So I wish everyone, anybody who tunes into this at a later time, infinite love, infinite blessings, infinite whatever you need in your life right now is I'm giving it to you. Just open your hands and receive. It's going to fall right into you. Now because time is happening all simultaneously, just because it doesn't happen right now doesn't mean that it isn't on its way. So remember, you're only one deal away. Trust yourself, but first love yourself and tap into your true power. Peace.